Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike with Vivarium Reptile, back with another video today. Today we are in the frog room with Don and Lucas from Jungle Jewel.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Doing
Good.
very well.
Yeah, we're enjoying the frog room on this fine, toasty evening.
It is hot here.
Yeah. But where can they find you guys?
You can find us online at junglejewelexotics.com, as well as on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out at Jungle Jewel Exotics.
I'll make sure to leave all the links to Jungle Jewel down below. With that, you can check in the chapters section for all the different things we're going to be featuring. There will be Ranitomea and thumbnail dart frogs. There will be the larger Tinctorius dart frogs, and there will be some bonus content towards the end.
Or the reticulated glass frog.
We'll also be doing a deep dive into her brand new orchidarium with a bunch of orchids and some incredible frogs. If you choose to watch the whole thing and not skip through, you definitely won't be disappointed. There's a ton of good content and a ton of cool frogs. Enough of my rambling though, let's get straight to checking out some of the thumbnail dart frogs, starting with...
These are Ranitomea summersii. Some juveniles we're growing out to become our future breeders.
I like to call these a Tron frog.
Yeah, if you remember the movie from the 80s and early millennia, yeah. Now, we got to see these guys in Peru a few years back, and what was really neat, there's also an imitator species that lives in the same area that they are, in the same trees, and they look almost identical. The only difference is a little bit of the markings right around where their ears are. So this little guy is a Amazonica Arena Blanca. Let's see if he'll let me open up the door. And they're gone. In this tank are the Ranitomea vanzolini. And you can see him just hiding in the back. He's just hiding in behind that Philodendron Wendimbi. Oh yeah, look at that one hiding in front of me. And in this tank, we also keep a mourning gecko. If we take a look at the top, we can see she's been busy laying eggs. You can see these little tiny eggs right here, and they're always laid in pairs. One of the neat things about the mourning geckos is that they are parthenogenetic, so they do not require a male to breed. They actually clone themselves. What I really love about them is their cool blue stripe. The little blue racing stripes on these Anthony-Ancus.
So these guys are one of my favorite frogs. They are so bold for a little thumbnail. They are super bold, beautiful, metallic. Ranitomea reticulata. This is a pair. That's the male sitting right up there, and the female is down in the plant a little bit. Tiny, tiny, tiny little frogs. I'll see if I can get my finger close to him so you can see how small they really are. And they're super bold. Look, he's got no fear. They're just tiny.
This is Ranitomea imitator veridero. Our logo is actually inspired by this species of frog. So that is Ranitomea imitator chizuda. And that lovely mat of plants, that's actually oak leaf fig. She's a bit thick.
Hopefully she drops those eggs soon.
And now before we get into the Galactinotus and the auratus, why don't we check out that orchid tank that I was talking about. Dawn, take it from here.
This is our one of our larger tanks. This tank is 39 inches long, 39 inches high, and 19 inches wide. It is home to our Amirga silverstonii, right there. They're super bold. Whoa. Hello. For a moment. So we got a bunch of plants in here and lots of Hoyas, which is kind of interesting. I don't think many people use many Hoyas in dart frog tanks, but they work well. They are epiphytes in nature. So this is Hoya caudata. This is a Hoya as well. Off the top of my head, I don't know its second name. This is Hoya linearis. There's Hoya curtusi, Hoya imbrica,
Oh yeah.
Hoya syrensis, I think this one is. We have some cool peperomias in here. This one here, it's got little flowers on it. It's really pretty. The leaf shape is kind of a teardrop. That's a mature leaf there. And then there's Peperomia prostrata. Really nice little plant for epiphyte tanks. I also have ant plants in this tank. There's actually 3 species of ant plant in here. This big fern on the back here is an ant plant. I don't know exactly what the species is. Again, another one right here. It's not terribly happy right now, but it's got a big bulb on the bottom of it. You can see right here. And this plant that I'm holding the leaf of is Anthurium clavarium. That one's a little bit sad. But there's another one here that's just put out a beautiful brand new leaf. Beautiful plants. There's also Anthurium radicans in here. And Alocasia black velvet. Some nice syngoniums in here. This is Syngonium rye, gorgeous little syngonium that puts out cool little runners all over the place. Syngonium pink splash.
Baller.
And Syngonium albo. Right here, that looks like a little tiny palm tree. This is Biophytum sensivum. Behind here, this is a Philodendron brandantium. These guys here, cute little, they're often called a bird's wing orchid, but they have actually quite large flowers, yellow flowers. Unfortunately, they're not flowering right now, but they're really cool. And then above them right here is a Venda.
Thank you, Dawn, so much for showing us the beautiful tank that you guys just started. I can't wait to come back and see it next time to see how it's all growing in. Now that we've covered this behemoth, we can move on to the rest of the frogs, starting with the Galactinotus and then moving to the auratus.
Red Galactinotus.
Yes, they are.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
They're cool frogs.
These auratus are the reticulated auratus. A little bit shyer than some of the other ones we have, but that depends on each tank and the species.
It's okay, the one in the coconut came out.
Oh, there's one on top of the coconut. And it's gone. These are auratus campana, nicknamed Clue and Cream, because of their obvious markings. What's neat about them, and when they're juvenile and even as young adults, they're just these brown chocolate blobs. They don't have any of their white markings. But once they're full-grown adults and they've got their white markings, they look very similar to the Peña Blanca. These are some of the earliest species we acquired, which are the auratus blue blacks. Nom flies. Now, some people, they say their experience with auratus is that they're very shy, but you just got to give them some time and keep working with them. You don't have to be quiet around them. A lot of people get really quiet because they're trying to creep up on their frogs, and if you're creeping up on them, you're the predator. You gotta think these are wild animals. They still got their instincts, and they want to hide from the predator, and that's you. These beauties are the auratus super blues, or also sometimes known as the Highland bronze. So these greedy little guys are the auratus Costa Rican green blacks. If you've ever gone on vacation down to Costa Rica and seen those little green frogs, these are them.
So here's something a little bit different that you don't see too often. This is actually a communal tank. This is housing a few different species, but first off, this is the Phelsuma clemeri, or the neon day gecko. These guys are endemic to Madagascar, and they live in the bamboo forest, so naturally they do enjoy spending their time on these sticks of bamboo like you see here. Now, if you guys are worried about a communal tank, this is a massive tank. It's 39 by 19 by 39, so it's fairly large, especially for the amount of animals that are actually in there. There's only 3 different species as mentioned. It's not something that I typically recommend. It is doable, and this shows that. In this case, he's keeping a couple different species of dart frogs as well. These are the Amirga basileri sisa, and these are their companions, the Epidiobates anthonii Santa Isabel. That's them. They do great together. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Now that we've gone over the communal tank, why don't we take a look at the Dendrobates Tinctorius that they have around the room.
These are the quintessential frogs with anybody within the dart frog hobby. These are the Tinctorius azuris. So these are Tinctorius kotari. This line actually comes from understory, so some of the folks in the US will have different colors and different markings from these.
Right.
These are Tinctorius Brazilian yellowheads. Hungry beasts, these are the Tinctorius robertus. So that one there is the male, the one to the right is the female. And since they're full-grown adults, I'm able to tell that the left one's a male and the right one's a female just by looking at them, by their size and the shape of their body. Another way to tell is to actually look at their toe pads. The males have a slightly wider toe pad. These yellow beauties are Tinctorius lafumes. This is Tinctorius powder blue. So we can see the difference in sizes of the male versus the female. As the female just comes out, she's nearly double his size. Those are my flowers. Dainty lady. These are a smaller species of Tinctorius, the Tinctorius oyapok. These are a closely related cousin to the Auratus, and these are Tinctorius new rivers.
Green sip.
Yep. Also just called the green sip. And yeah, it's Halloween. So these are the standard Leucomellas. But there's nothing standard about them. I mean, they're beauties. These are all our future breeder Leucomellas.
And now we are finally moving to the Oophaga genus. These are the Oophaga pumilio puntalarel. Now these are a really cool species of dart frog. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of the green locales of Oophaga, but you know what? To each their own. I still respect them. They are still a gorgeous frog, and they still have my favorite call of most of the dart frogs kept in captivity. Check it out. This is the same species, but a different locale of Oophaga. This is Oophaga pumilio eldorado, a beautiful yellow and black spotted frog that is very hard to beat in my opinion. Now that we've covered all of the dart frogs and stuff, let's move to the nocturnal species, which include the tree frogs as well as the glass frogs.
Those are cinnamon tree frog. Well, let's see if we can't find one of the adults. They are a nocturnal tree frog, native to Indonesia, Thailand, in that area. They have one of the most beautiful calls. Ah, there's a nice big female. They're really pretty. The young frogs have a very orange kind of color to them. And I'll turn her a little bit because they have the most beautiful eyes. If she will wake up a bit. She's like, I'm a dead thing. You don't want to eat me. But they're really neat little tree frogs. Very cool. This is Hylenobacterium valerii, or the reticulated glass frog. They have a very translucent skin. If he was sitting on the glass, you could see right through his belly. If it's a female, you can see their eggs, and the males and the females you can actually see their hearts beat. Super cool little frogs though. Really pretty.
Alright, you guys, and that does it for the tour at Jungle Jewel. Thank you very much, Don and Lucas. Do some private plant shopping, I understand now.
We're gonna have some time with some plants.
Yay, plant time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe down below, as well as leave a comment of what your favorite frog was in the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.